Hey YouTubers out there, I just wanted to show a little something what I'm doing. I have a little workshop out here, and where I'm at, it gets pretty cold in the winter. Sub-zero temperatures. I do have a heater slash air conditioner for my little shop here, and it does okay, except for in the wintertime it heats it up pretty well, but from about the knees down, you know, there's like a 30-degree difference in here. So I wanted to do something to remedy that, to where I wouldn't have to run the heater all the time, and I could get away, you know, I could find a solution for heating the lower part of the lower, you know, from the knees down, like I said. So I'm building a little wood stove for my shop. And this tank here was a propane tank. It was, I don't know, 5-footer, probably 15-16 inches in diameter, and it was free. I went to a junkyard, somebody gave it to me. I cut a big section out of it, and I made a couple of half rounds out of the section I cut out, made it for the feet for it to stand on. I'm not done with it. I've still got plenty to do with it. You know, but I cut the front off, made a door, and got a little latching mechanism here. The stove opens up, and I got some little slashes there. I'll fill in with welds, but I slashed it and cut it and bent them in so that the door would close over it and create a seal. And I've got a couple of little slots here on this little piece of square tube going down the side. This moves up and down. I got 2 positions. This keeps it cracked open to when I'm starting a fire, and then I can close it all the way, and with the other slot there. So it's out of a propane tank. One thing about propane tanks, the valve that's in the front of those is very difficult to get out. Once you get those out, make sure you fill that thing up with water all the way to the top to make sure that you got all of the propane out of that thing. You don't want to be cutting into it or creating sparks in one way or another with propane in there, because that would be pretty hazardous, I would guess. So that was the door area. That's how I lock it up. Those are the feet that I got for it. In the back there, I've got a circle there. I'm going to have a little steel sleeve that goes down in there. I'm going to cut that out. The steel sleeve goes in there, and that'll be the adapter for the stovepipe. And underneath the stovepipe is going to be a baffle, and that'll just make it more efficient. I got a hinge over here on the door, and it's just a regular straight hinge. But the trick to putting a straight hinge on uneven surfaces is to just really weld them on there at it. Put the hinge at an angle, and then just weld them on in the center. That way, when the door opens up, it backs away from it and doesn't catch the hinge. So it works out pretty well. And then down here on the lower side somewhere, I'm going to put a little piece of 2-inch square tube in there, and then I'll have a flap in there, and that'll be the air control. So that's what I got so far with the little wood stove. It's coming along pretty good. I found a guy on YouTube that I kind of copied the idea from. He done a pretty good job. I'm going to put probably a little brake disc rotor up here. It'll be like a hot plate. You know, if you wanted to cook coffee on it or boil water or whatever, you could do that. But really, that's for adding mass to the stove and creating a better convection of heat coming off the stove. So it turned out pretty well. I'll do another quick video when it's about done. Maybe 2 more parts. I'll show one of it firing it up and burning the paint off, and one of the completed stove. So that's where I'm at on that. I think it's going to work out pretty well. I can put about a 2-foot log in there if I want to, and for my little shop, it'll probably eat the piss out of the place. Thanks.